Hey Andrew, Micah Collins here, and in this video, I'm going to show you the 3 things that will set your company above your competition, always any of your time or mine. All right, I spoke with yesterday to Kathy about getting this video over to you. She gave me the email. I could send it. I hope it brings some value to you. Okay. And before I hop right in, you're probably sitting there asking yourself, why am I even doing this and what's in it for me? Well, the truth is, Andrew, oftentimes in the world of the internet, most of these local business owners, they're simply too busy running their own business and actually doing the work to learn how the internet can actually move the needle for them. So I have found that by giving people an easy free attack plan of actual things they can do today to impact their business for free, it results in some of those local business owners still at the end raising their hands and saying, you know what, Micah? I like you. Why don't you just do this for me? So, Andrew, if by the end of this video, if you like what you see and you can see I have a lot of tricks, so to speak, up my sleeve, then you can shoot me a quick message and we can chat. Or if you simply want to take this free attack plan and do these things yourself, dude, I'm totally cool with that. Whatever's best for your business. So hopping right in without any further ado, I'll try to make this as short as possible and right to the point. The first section we can see is your content. So what I want to go over with this is you have an absolutely stunning website. Whoever did this absolutely crushed it. But the one thing they're missing is keywords. And I'm not saying stuffing, they would kill me over that, but you don't really have a whole lot of keywords specifically on your home page. And also another structure problem I'm seeing is you don't have like location pages. That is a huge part of ranking, especially in an area like Oklahoma City, because you don't usually want to dump all your capital into right at the beginning into going for Oklahoma City metro area just because it's too expensive right at the beginning. You want to target a place like Norman, Moore, Yukon, Edmond, target those areas, absolutely dominate there. And then once you have enough leads coming in, enough revenue from those, then you'll have enough that it'd make sense to attack the Oklahoma City metro area in general. So that is the first thing I would do is get location pages, split it all up relentlessly into Moore, Norman, Edmond, etc. Right? So that's the first thing I would do. And also I'd get specific keywords for each location page. So what a keyword is, Andrew, is like whenever I'm over here in Tulsa. So I'm looking up a roofing company because I have a leak or something. I'm looking up roof repair Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm looking up roof replacement Tulsa, Oklahoma, or roof replacement near me. So those types of keywords you really want to have dialed in on your website, not spammy throughout, but you want it naturally put throughout your content. Okay, and I'll show you exactly why this matters with plain English right here. As you can see, your website has 218 organic keywords. Oh, sorry, this is Ahrefs.com. I use this tool in everything because it's super accurate on showing exactly what keywords you have, how much traffic you have, and what are the differences between you and your competition. But anyways, let's get right back to the video. We can see you have 218 organic keywords driving 38 people to your website every single month. For targeting roofing in Oklahoma City, this isn't really sufficient. This is not doing like justice for however much you're paying on your website. I know the company you use, and I'm not gonna dip on them, but I'm gonna snitch a little bit. Like that's you're paying a lot for not a lot of leads on your website. Let's just put it that way. If we look at the keywords, we can see this will load. Okay. Palladium Roofing, that is just your company name. So you would get that 30 traffic anyways. That's what I'm saying. Is like the actual traffic that you're getting on your website is not additional calls. They would find you anyways, call your number, and you would get those leads anyways. If you look houses with black roof shingles, we can see it gets searched 40 times a month. You only get 2 of those people. That's not a buyer intent word. Okay. If it was like roofing in OKC, that's a buyer intent word. That's a lead. That's somebody who's going to call you and book a job. Now, this kind of stuff is not really that great. Restaurants in Bricktown, like that's not good for a roofing company. You don't need those kinds of keywords. You need buyer intent keywords. You don't need just filler traffic. Okay. If we look at Elliott Roofs, who is absolutely dominating in the OKC area, and they're probably not paying as much as you, we can see that they have 402 organic keywords, but they're getting 2.3 thousand people on their website every single month. And a lot of these are buyer intent keywords, as we can see on their keywords. If we scroll down, this will load. Roofing OKC gets searched 460 times every single month. They get 169 of those people because they're on just about the second to third position on Google. Roofing Companies Oklahoma City, another great one. It gets searched 460 times every single month. They get 164 of those people because they're on the second to third position on Google. Roofers Oklahoma City, get searched 300 times a month. They get 102 of those people because they're on the second position on Google. Dude, this is what you're missing out on. This is what the company isn't targeting. You want to have keywords like this naturally throughout your content, not spammy. I'm not saying that, but you want to naturally put them throughout your content so Google starts finding you for those things online, just like Elliott Roofs is absolutely crushing at. All right, let's do something a little bit different, Andrew. I'll try to keep this as quick as I can, like I said, but we're just going to take this keyword right here and we're just going to pretend we are a customer. Person looking for a roofing company. Let's see what we find. First section we see is the ad section now. We all know ads can work, but a lot of times it gives you just a bunch of tire kicker leads, people who like mosey around, well, I'll think about it next year. We don't want those kind of guys. We want buyer intent people that want a job done right now. Okay. And the ad section is not a great place to find them. The truth is only 10 to 20% of all the clicks end up going to the ad section. 80 to 90% end up scrolling down. You can look this up for yourself for home services. We scroll down to that map pack. This brings me to the second thing I wanted to speak with you today, Andrew, and that is what we call citation. So if we look at OKC Roofers, for instance, we immediately see their name, their address, and their phone number listed right here on Google. That is what we call the NAP, or the NAP, name, address, phone number. And why this matters is that's how Google finds relevance and identifies a local listing online. So this area gets like 40 to 60% of all the clicks. So this is a great place to be. But to get here, you need to have your NAP, your name, address, phone number, consistent across as many citations as possible, which you might know them as directories. The BBB, Yelp, Bing, Merchant Circle, Yellow Book USA, Hot Frog. The list goes on for hundreds of directories. You want to have your name, address, phone number consistent through as many of those as possible. As we can see, reviews isn't the main factors. You can see OKC Reviews has a 4.9 rating at 337 reviews. Elliott Roofing has more reviews and the same exact rating, but they're lower down simply because the citations are not as dialed in as OKC Roofer. So that is the number one factor. And the number two factor is getting more reviews. So I would still focus on all that, and you will definitely dominate on Google Maps. Now, scrolling down, this brings us to another 20 to 30, sometimes even 40%, depending the exact town or industry. We can see on this top position on Google and the second position. This is a great awesome place to be. Usually gets like one of the best lead qualities. So you really want to dominate getting right here in the top area, like Elliott Roofing is absolutely crushing at. Now, how you get in a high authority spot like this with Google is you need backlinks. So I'll break it down really simple for you. What a backlink actually is in plain terms, it's whenever one website links to another website online and gives that website power. Okay. And the more relevant, this is a thing a lot of guys don't tell you, more relevant that one website is that points to another website, the more valuable that link is to Google. For instance, get a local blog or an industry site, something guttering site pointing to your website. That's awesome. It shows a lot of relevance to Google, pushes your roofing site up. But if you get, a link from Pizza Hut because you did a job from them, since I'm just throwing out there. But if you get a link from Pizza Hut because you did a job from them, well, Google doesn't care because they sell pepperoni pizzas, you do roofs. There's no correlation there. So let's actually look at the links that you're getting that company is giving you versus ElliottRoofs.com. Okay. And what I'm just about to show you might shock you a little bit. You're getting 408 backlinks to your website there. So they're throwing a crap ton of backlinks. There's no question about that. But you're only getting 38 people to your website every single month. And this is a red flag, in my opinion. Number one is to get the content right. Like I said, get those location pages, get the right keywords naturally throughout. But if we hop over to Elliott Roofs, we can see that they have 347 backlinks. So less backlinks than you, right? Less backlinks, more power than you, and they have 2.3 thousand people on their website every single month in the Oklahoma City area. So you basically have like more backlinks than them, but you're getting way less traffic, like hardly even the scraps of traffic compared to them, simply because you're getting two things. Your content's not dialed in. They didn't dial in your content on your website. And number two was the quality of backlinks. You have lower quality backlinks than they have, but you can fix this on your own. Now, how you do something like this is really simple, dude. I'm just going to break it down. You just get Ahrefs.com, throw in your competition to the search bar, click on backlinks, go down and click on every single one of these backlinks. You just click on them and get them for yourself. Put in your business information. It'll like show a form, put business information in, or else it'll have an email and you just email them and ask to put a backlink on their website. Sometimes it costs a couple bucks a month, really cheap stuff. But yes, you can do this for yourself 100%. And Forget whatever the marketing company is doing as far as like lower quality backlinks. I'd say go get these for yourself. All right, Andrew. So hopefully you can see by now that getting you to the top on Google and getting more calls every single month like clockwork, it's not magic. It's just a method. And I've shown you that method here today. So now I bet you're wondering, well, what now, Micah? Well, the truth is, Andrew, you can either take this information I provided you today and do this on your own. And dude, I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most fast and effective route and save yourself the time and energy of doing it all, you can give me a quick call at 918-260-1694. Again, my name is Micah Collins. That's 918-260-1694. Hey, Andrew, I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you have a good one.